What's going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and today I'm back from Europe after being gone for about a week. I said I was going to upload a lot more, but I last minute went to Milan, Italy for a full week, and I have a video of that coming up very soon that I hope you guys are very excited about. But today, I've got a video of smart home. So I haven't actually done an official smart home video of all of the tech that I use, and I've been moving into this apartment for about a full year now, and you guys saw the entire series of the bedroom, the living room, the full apartment, as well as the office. So today, I'm going to talk about some of the smart home products that I use, and I've kind of settled into what I was going to use, and I haven't really switched anything up in quite a while. So believe it or not, as a tech YouTuber, I actually don't have that many smart home products. I've kept things very simple and I focused on reliability. I also really like cleaning tech, and for the most part, it's just my audio, my Wi-Fi, making sure that's at the best of its performance, as well as an easy way to control my thermostat. So in this video, I'm going to try to break things down a little bit, but also talk about some of the main tech products that I have, including the TV and things that I'm currently using in the living room and office. If you guys want to see an updated desk setup tour, just make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. And you guys will probably notice that this place, after a full year, still has no art on the walls whatsoever. So if you have any suggestions for that, make sure you drop a comment down below. So the first thing that I use, and if I had to take out almost every single thing in this entire apartment and picked one item, it would be the Sonos. So Sonos was definitely one of those pieces of tech that I was actually pretty skeptical about at some point, based on the price, the ecosystem, and everything. But after eventually biting the bullet and purchasing my first Sonos 3 in the living room, and getting the Sonos 1 for the dining table, and now the stereo setup for the bedroom, I think this is probably one of the best purchases that I've made for the apartment. The sound quality is pretty good, and I'm overall very satisfied with it. So the setup that I have is a Sonos Play 1 in the bedroom on each side of the nightstand, set up in a stereo configuration, and I also use that as my alarm clock. And in the living and dining room area, I have the Sonos Play 3, as well as a brand new Sonos Beam, which also has Google Assistant, and it's their newest product, which I actually really like coming from the Sonos Playbar because it is more compact and it looks great and comes in 2 different colors. The last speaker that I have in that area is a Sonos 1 that is at the dining table, and I have all 3 of these synced up into the living room setup. Like I said, the Sonos setup is definitely not the cheapest when you add up the price of the different speakers, and I was definitely hesitant when I was purchasing my first, but I've got to say I love using them on a daily basis, and I control them from Spotify for the most part. Of course, we do review a ton of smartphones on the channel, and these things have to be charged. So for the most part, in 2018, most phones now have wireless charging. So the wireless charging pads that I have currently around the apartment are the Griffin charging pad next to my bedside, which honestly is overpriced but looks really good. And the other one is a Pixel stand, which I have over at my office desk. The Pixel stand, in my opinion, is probably the best wireless charger because of the way it stands up, the angle, and it's just very easy to nail the charging every time, because with a charging pad, you have to make sure your phone is aligned properly. Another piece of tech that I find myself using almost every single day is a Nest Thermostat E. For some reason, I'm able to tell the difference when the temperature is maybe half a degree off of what I'm used to. It's really weird, but I'm able to change that from my smartphone, whether it's the hot, cold, or the automatic setting, and it also knows when I'm away from the house to save money on energy. So during the day, I have the thermostat set to the cold mode, whereas at night, I normally like to have it in the warm, but still at a low temperature setting. But honestly, it looks really clean and minimal in the hallway. It works very well. I haven't had any problems with it in the full year that I've had it, and I definitely want to check out some of the other Nest products in their whole collection now in the future. When it comes to smart light bulbs in the apartment, the one that I'm currently using is the Philips Hue, and the reason why I chose Philips Hue is because it is very reliable. I've had tons of different bulbs in the past, some of which were pretty good, but I think Philips overall has been the most consistent based on my experience. This is once again one of those things that I felt like were a little bit too expensive for what they were. They were light bulbs, but after using them, I think the reliability is definitely worth it. The hub setup is able to manage all of your bulbs in one place and ensure that they're all connected and working and updated at the same time. And I have these in the office, the living room, as well as the bedroom, and in fact, we have the app right here, and you're able to just turn the bulb in the back on and off, change the colors and the settings. So one of the first pieces of cleaning tech I'm going to show you is something that I actually didn't know about, but when I found out about it, I was like, this is so cool, and I've got to test it out in my place because it just seems like the perfect place to test it out. So my apartment's actually on a corner suite, so every single room has a large window. It is in the living room, both panels, as well as the bedroom, which is really great for filming right now, as well as the office. And as nice as it is for letting in a ton of light, these windows do get a little bit dirty from time to time. So this right here is the Ecovacs WindBot, and it is able to clean your window automatically. The way it works is you just have to charge it, assemble the cleaning pad and put the solution on, and turn on the safety pod, attach it to the window, attach it to the WindBot, turn on the machine, and it will attach to your window right away. From there, it's able to literally rappel up your window and start cleaning it very quickly, and it does so automatically in an N or Z pattern depending on the shape of your window. It actually did a very good job and was overall very automatic, and I was surprised by the way it was able to cover the entire window very symmetrically. You also have the option to use the included remote control to control it, whether it's pause and start, as well as manually control the direction that it goes. If you have really large windows around your place, then this is definitely something that can save you a lot of time and do a better job. So if you want to go ahead and check them out, I'm going to leave a link to that down below, but there is also a giveaway going on of an Ecovacs WinBot, so make sure you check that link as well. And I would like to thank them for sponsoring this video. As for Wi-Fi, the router setup that I'm currently using is a Google Wi-Fi mesh setup. So the kit comes with 3 or 1, but in my case, I have 1 set in the living room and 1 set in the office. And in a 1200 square foot place, you could probably get away with just using 1, but I do want the best connectivity, so I found the mesh network works very well. Even though there are other routers out there that let you have more customizability and stuff, I just wanted something that is very clean and simple, easy to use, because I honestly don't really like messing with networking in general. Even though a lot of nerds out there are going to tell me that you can have more customizability with other options out there, I honestly just don't want to tamper with Wi-Fi in general, so I just have something like the Google Wi-Fi that kind of sorts itself out and always just seems to work. So the next piece of tech that I have when it comes to cleaning my apartment is a Dyson V10 vacuum. And if you guys know, Dyson is kind of the holy grail of vacuums, and they make the best vacuums on the market. For any apartment or small to mid-sized home, this is very, very handy because it is cordless and has a battery life of up to 60 minutes. Based on my uses, I'm often able to get around 20 because I have it set to the mid mode as well as using the motor heads, but at max, at the lowest setting, you can get up to an hour. My apartment gets extremely dusty, so I find myself vacuuming the place every 3 days or so, and by using the crevice tool, you're able to clean your desk and nightstand and the corners, whereas the electric heads are great for the hardwood floors and the carpet. I believe it's the most powerful option for its cordless form factor, and just listen to it at the max setting. I also really like the charging dock, which is in my storage room, so whenever I'm not using it, I can have this stowed away and not in sight. Some other things when it comes to multimedia is the TVs, and I still get a bit of questions when it comes to the TV that I'm using, and the one that I have in the bedroom is the 2016 SUHD TV from Samsung, and the one in the living room is a QLED TV from 2017, and both of which are 55 inches. These are 4K TVs with HDR, and honestly, I don't really notice the biggest difference between the 2016 and 2017 model. I'm very happy with them and don't plan to switch TVs anytime soon. My gaming console of choice at the moment is a PS4 Pro in the bedroom and the living room. But to be totally honest with you, I haven't used either one in a couple months now, which either means I'm too busy or I just don't have a life. One piece of tech that I also really like to have in my multimedia setup is a keyboard. There's nothing more annoying than trying to use the voice assistant that never knows what you want to say, or to have to click the buttons one by one when you're trying to type in a movie. And I don't really download that many movies. I use Netflix for quick searches and stuff, but I don't use my TV that much, and I find that after it updates itself, I have to type in my passwords and accounts again. So this is a Logitech K380 and it connects wirelessly to the TV, so if I need to use the trackpad or just the keyboard to type things in very quickly, it's very easy to use. The next piece of tech is definitely something that I don't need because my hair is not that long, but when it comes to hair dryers, it is something that every single girl wants, and I mean it when I say that. My mom, my sister, everybody's been asking me to get them one of these, and when Dyson sent this over, I was so excited. Obviously it has a button on the back as well as 3 different settings when it comes to heat as well as the power, and you also have the button for the cold as well, and all of the heads just kind of attach sort of magnetically and are very easy to switch out at any time. A small touch that I got for it that I'm kind of proud of, even though it isn't really that hard to install, is a hook that's made perfectly molded for the Dyson Supersonic, and the way it hangs just looks very clean in the bathroom. I think with the holiday season coming around, this is definitely not the cheapest gift I can recommend, but for anyone who's obsessed with their hair, I'm sure they'll be very happy. But I use it for hot water mainly, and it has the LCD display that kind of shows the status and everything, the different sizes and temperatures, and the LED light looks pretty cool, but I should definitely be using it a bit more. Last but not least, we can't forget about the office, and right now it is extremely messy because I've just been really busy the past few months and have a lot of things that are coming up as well that we have to work on. So I've kind of just kept the office kind of a as-you-go setup. I haven't really cleaned it up as I should. So right now, just to get to the meat of things that we have in this setup, it is a 38-inch LG display, which is the ultra-wide, and I absolutely love this thing. I've used ultra-wide for the past 2 years, and I have no plans to switch to anything else. The speakers are still my beloved Audio Engine A2+, as well as the main computer for the setup, which is the MacBook Pro 15-inch with Touch Bar from 2018 with i9, 32 gigs of RAM, and 2 terabytes of storage. But like I said, if you guys want to see a desk setup tour for kind of the updated setup and workflow and things that we use for storage and everything, then make sure you let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll have to take the time to clean it up. So that pretty much wraps it up for my home tech of what I use on a daily basis when it comes to just pieces of tech here and there. And if you guys can probably tell, I don't have that many smart home products, but I do have a few audio products and multimedia things, a thermostat, as well as a few things when it comes to cleaning, which might be a little bit overkill, but in my opinion, I think are very worth it because I'm pretty lazy to clean. Obviously, there's still always ways to improve the setup and add more things here and there, but I think I like the way it is when it comes to keeping things as simple as possible right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video though, and I'm gonna try to do more home-related episodes and more desk setup tours because those are things that you guys really enjoyed and I just haven't had much time to get around to, but I'll see you all in the next one.